Now I know I'm going to get a lot of heat for what I'm about to say, but I really feel like it needs to be said. A lot of comments that I've been getting on my YouTube videos as of late is in regards to Shadow Mewtwo. A lot of players are arguing that it's okay to purify Shadow Mewtwo simply because they cannot TM away frustration. So rather than having a very powerful Shadow Mewtwo with a really crappy move in frustration, they would rather nerf it down and purify it so that they have access to all of Mewtwo's moves. But the big problem here is that you are able to TM away frustration, you just can't do it immediately. You have to wait for certain events. And lo and behold, we are about to get one of these events happening in Pokemon Go. In fact, if you're watching this video at the time it is released, then you will be able to TM frustration away by the time you watch this video because this event had already kicked off. I think it's about time that I highlight this one thing about Pokemon Go, considering that Niantic has refused to do so themselves. So yes, if you want to get rid of frustration out of your Shadow Pokemon, then you have to wait for certain in-game events. And fortunately for all of us, we are about to get an in-game event that will allow us to remove frustration from our Shadow Pokemon. I'm going to be talking about that in today's video. Let's jump right into it. How's it going, everyone? It's me, It's Count here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. Today I'm going to be talking about an in-game event that's going to be starting today and future in-game events that will allow us to do one thing, and that is to remove frustration out of our Shadow Pokemon. Now, I do think that it's partly Niantic's fault for not being very vocal about how you can remove frustration from Shadow Pokemon. And of course, Shadow Pokemon are the strongest Pokemon that you could have in the game in terms of raid DPS and in terms of certain PvP combos that are really powerful in the Great League and the Ultra League. And honestly, I really feel like Niantic has dropped the ball when it comes to frustration, mainly because they haven't really communicated to the player base on how you can remove this move from your Shadow Pokemon. So I'm going to be telling you right now how you can remove frustration, and it is through these in-game events. So what in-game event am I talking about? Well, starting today, you will be able to remove frustration from your Shadow Pokemon as part of the Game Awards event that's going to be happening in the game. Now, typically, you will be able to remove frustration from Team Go Rocket events, and to be honest with you, I really thought this would be something that would be a monthly event, but it turns out that Niantic just hasn't really done this in quite some time, and it's just extremely frustrating, no pun intended, that we are not able to remove frustration regularly from our Shadow Pokemon. Now, in terms of this Game Awards event that will allow us to remove frustration, it comes at a very opportune time. We are about to get one of the biggest community days ever, and it is going to be key that you get some of those community day moves from some of these Shadow Pokemon. For example, there are a few that are highly notable, like Electabuzz and Magikarp and Routes. All of these Pokemon do evolve into some really powerful Shadow Pokemon, and you will be able to get community day moves if you could TM away frustration off of these Pokemon before this weekend. So I highly suggest you take some time and do that if you're holding on to some really powerful Shadow Pokemon. Now, apart from this particular event, if you are watching this video at any other time, let's say after this event had happened, and you're still wondering how you can TM away frustration, well, you really have to wait for certain events to happen. Like I mentioned before, there's Team Go Rocket takeover events, which are typically like a one-day event that happens on a particular weekend, and they allow you to TM away frustration during this set period of time. And like I said, this is something that I thought that Niantic would do on a monthly basis, but we haven't had one in about 6 months. So it's just really bizarre that Niantic is not capitalizing on this. But regardless of that fact, we are getting an opportunity to TM away frustration, and I really hope Niantic Niantic does this a little bit more frequently, considering that a lot of players have a lot of really powerful Shadow Pokemon and they can't do anything with it, mainly because it has frustration. And I do see this a lot, especially on my YouTube channel comment section. A lot of players opt to just purify their Shadow Pokemon because they are not able to get rid of frustration. And obviously this is a huge mistake for you to do, considering that Shadow Pokemon deal a significantly more amount of damage compared to purified Pokemon. But just because of frustration, a lot of players opt to just purify their Shadow Pokemon, especially for some unique Shadow Pokemon like Mewtwo. And I really think that a lot of players would avoid this mistake if Niantic were to more frequently allow us to TM away frustration, but for some reason Niantic just hasn't decided to do so. I think Shadow Pokemon is a very unique part of the game as it currently is. It's definitely something that a lot of players utilize in PvP and in raid battles, so I really feel like Niantic needs to make this something that a lot of more players have access to. And the reason why I say that is because it levels the playing field. Obviously with PvP there's going to be certain combinations that are going to be really powerful, and a lot of them involve Shadow Pokemon. But of course, because we aren't able to TM away frustration frequently, obviously some players are going to have a certain advantage compared to others in certain seasons, mainly because, for example, for the last couple of seasons we haven't been able to TM away frustration. So obviously a lot of people who were able to TM away frustration over past events, they had a distinct advantage in PvP, and this is something that I want to see avoided by having these sort of events more frequently. But yeah, it's really good that we are finally getting in an event that will allow us to TM away frustration, and to be honest with you, I really hope Niantic does this more frequently, and I really hope that in future events we're going to see this one particular thing happen more often. But that's just really all I have to say about this. Please stop commenting on my videos asking me how to get rid of frustration. Obviously that's still going to happen because, like I said, Niantic has failed to communicate on how you can get rid of frustration. Honestly, all they really have to do is add a small text prompt whenever you try to TM away frustration outside of these events, and have something in there that says you have to wait until the next event that will allow you to do this. But for some reason they haven't done that, so players end up having this false perception that they are never able to TM away frustration, so they end up purifying powerful Shadow Pokemon, and it's really to their own detriment, but they just simply do not know about how you can TM away frustration. But in any case, yeah, so that's really all I have to say about this video, and I really hope Niantic makes some good moves, and it looks like they are doing just that. But that's going to be it for this video. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you going to TM away frustration on some powerful Shadow Pokemon? List those below, and let's have a great discussion regarding this topic, because I honestly think Niantic needs to continuously receive that feedback in order for us to receive changes. Even with this event, I really feel like they added this one particular thing into that event because a lot of players were complaining that we haven't had an event that allowed us to TM away frustration in so long, and we were about to get a very big community day, and a lot of players were not able to get a lot of powerful Shadow Pokemon with community day moves. So it's obvious that Niantic actually listened to that feedback. So let's keep giving that feedback. Definitely sound off in the comment section below, and definitely let Niantic know on social media that they need to add more of these events. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. I am Count Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, and I'll catch you all later.